heavy coats right now. It is pretty nice.
This morning, we got down to the 30s.
Yes.
Those kids have to get on the bus in the morning.
Put a jacket on afterwards,
yeah.
but not for playground time.
No, not necessarily, unless you're just weak like me. But no, temperatures actually got down in the 20s in El Reno this morning. Yeah, we were at 29, but in Oklahoma City, at least at the airport, we got down in the upper 30s. So we ended up at 37 degrees, but with lots of sunshine out there this afternoon, it's certainly warm enough, especially for this time of year. We're in November. It's going to get cold. It happens. Let's go to Lynx 1. I'm going to show you. So this is our Norman Regional camera, part of our Lucky Star SkyCam network. Blue skies. It is gorgeous. It's 60 degrees, and we have a wind right now out of the east-northeast coming in at about 10 miles an hour. But parts of southern Oklahoma already seeing that wind pick up a little bit more. So temperatures not expected to climb a whole lot today because of that northeast wind, but we do have upper 50s, low 60s, really pretty much statewide. I'm not seeing any mid-60s just yet. There's a 64 in Sallisaw, but that's it. We've got an east to northeast wind between about 10 to 20 miles an hour. And from time to time, we will see some isolated wind gusts as high as around 25 or so. So a little breezy for the afternoon portion. But all the rain that fell yesterday, that is now moving well off to the south and east. Of course, most of that falling across southern and southeast Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, nothing officially at the airport. We had a few raindrops here and there, but it did not amount to a whole lot. So this is where we ended up. So anywhere from 1 to almost 2 inches in parts of southeast Oklahoma. But yeah, Oklahoma City really not seeing anything. Parts of the South Metro picking up about a trace or so. We do not have a lot of rain chances in our forecast, but overnight tonight, we do have this wave coming in out of the southwest that will at least provide a slight chance of rain for parts of really western and southwest Oklahoma. About a 10% chance here in Oklahoma City, but the rest of the weekend's looking dry. It's also looking mild. Highs in the upper 50s, low 60s. By the time we get into Sunday afternoon, we should be in the mid 60s. Still watching early next week. It still looks like this next storm system moving across Texas will keep all of the rain across Texas and outside of Oklahoma. So it could be quite a while before we do get a decent storm system in here. And as of right now, it still looks like as we approach Thanksgiving, so maybe that weekend, we will have another wave that will come through. Rain chances don't look great by any means, but they are still there, at least for now. But things can change. We'll have to fine tune it as we get a little bit closer. Today, though, we're looking for a high of about 63 degrees. Temperatures warming up a little bit more quickly. So 62 in Ponca City, 63 in Ada, about 63 today in Lawton, 65 in Durant. So as the wind starts to shift a little bit more to the east, yeah, those temperatures are not going to climb a whole lot, but that's still pretty good. That's pretty average for this time of year. Overnight tonight, that wind still out of the east to almost southeast at that point, but it's going to be pretty light. Temperatures drop down into the mid 40s. We will see increasing clouds with that. The low 30s around Miami, 39 in Ponca City, and about 39 degrees tomorrow morning in Stillwater. And during that time, overnight and into tomorrow morning, there will be that weak wave that comes in out of the southwest. So we've got about a 30% chance around Hobart and now so far southwest Oklahoma. But the farther north and east it goes, it's going to kind of weaken just a little bit. But a 10% chance here in the metro, 10 in Ponca City, about 10% around Eden, Alva, Woodward. Tomorrow afternoon, because I do expect to keep a lot of the clouds around for Veterans Day, temperatures shouldn't make it out of the 50s for most of us. So going with about 59 in Oklahoma City, 60 though in Woodward, 58 in Lawton, 59 in Ardmore, and about 59 tomorrow afternoon in Stillwater. But the OU game, that's going to be in Norman tomorrow, late afternoon, early evening. So kickoff starting at 6. Temperatures will be likely in the low 50s during that time under mostly cloudy skies. So it will be kind of chilly, but the good news is we're not going to have a lot of wind during that time. By halftime, still at about 51 degrees. We're going to start to see decreasing clouds as the game goes on, so about fourth quarter, dropping down to about 50 degrees. Sunday afternoon looks really nice. It's going to be a fairly light wind across much of the state. Eventually shifting to the southeast, so warming up into the mid 60s in Oklahoma City, but the upper 60s in Enid, 72 in Alva, 71 in Woodward, 66 in Altus, and about 65 Sunday afternoon in Lawton. And next week, it's still looking pretty mild. We're going to keep the 60s around. As of right now, I'm still going to go with about a 40% chance of rain and storms by the time we get to that next weekend. That week after that, it's going to be Thanksgiving. And as of right now, I mean, temperatures, they look like they're going to stay pretty seasonal.
Ooh, we'll take that as a win. And you're busy this Saturday.
Yes.
You've got an event. Our entire News 9 weather team wants to make sure you're prepared for this winter weather that's ahead of us. Be sure to head to Bob Mills Furniture this Saturday for the winter weather meet and greet. The weather team, Storm Trackers, and Jim Gardner with Bob Mills Sky News 9 will be there today or tomorrow.
I'm not going today.
Cassie still has to work. Hey, we'll see you back here in just a few to wrap up our newscast. We'll see you then.